So, as we all know, better than anybody else, health and safety professionals have a really critical role to play in making our workplaces healthy and safe. This brings us now to a very special event in our conference program, the launch of the Health and Safety Association of New Zealand, which will be known as HASANZ. And all of us here in this room are part of this brand new organisation. I'm now going to invite the representatives from HASANZ member organisations to please come forward and make your way to the stage as I call your organisation's name. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome first of all the New Zealand branch of the Australian New Zealand Society of Occupational Medicine. Human Factors and Ergonomic Society of New Zealand. Maintenance Engineers Society of New Zealand. No representative from them today, but they are definitely with us in spirit. The New Zealand Institute of Hazardous Substances Management. The New Zealand Institute of Safety Management. Give them another round of applause to cover that awkward bit. The New Zealand Occupational Health Nurses Association. New Zealand Occupational Hygiene Society. The New Zealand Safety Council. And another round of applause. Go on, keep it going. Well done, good work. The New Zealand Society of Physiotherapists Occupational Health Group. And finally, the Occupational Therapy New Zealand Group. And one more round. Go on, go on. Fantastic. So these are the 10 founding member organisations of HASANZ. And as Aristotle always said, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Whatever we can do on our own, we can always do so much more effectively when we work together to achieve a common interest. Before we hear how HASANZ plans to make a difference to New Zealand's workplace health and safety, I'm going to invite Greg Deasley back just to say a few words as the chair of OSIG. So please give Greg another welcome.
Thanks again, Michelle. OSIG has played an active role in the creation of HASANZ because we believe it is time to signal a step change, and Gordon used those words earlier, in the professionalism of our collective health and safety professions. At the end of this conference, HASANZ replaces OSIG. There are some statutory business that we need to wind up over the next few months, and we'll carry that on into the new year, but there's now a new organisation representing all of you. HASANZ isn't just a new brand or a new name, it signals a new way of behaving. It's about health and safety professions, large and small, working side by side to lift standards. With our support, industry and government, we can be a powerful force in making New Zealand workplaces safer. With higher recognised standards of professional practice, we can make a big difference. It will mean competence in what we do, confidence in our advice and quality service. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome me, please welcome me, you've already welcomed me. Please join me in farewelling OSIG and welcoming HASANZ.
Good morning, I'm Suzanne Broadbent. I'm proud to be here today representing HASANZ on its first formal outing, especially on behalf of some of the smaller organisations. I represent the New Zealand Occupational Hygiene Society. I'm going to talk to you very briefly about HASANZ and an overview of who we are. The Health and Safety Association of New Zealand is an umbrella organisation representing workplace health and safety professions in New Zealand. We're an association of associations, and we want to be a trusted voice for health and safety professionals in New Zealand. A first point of contact for the government on workplace health and safety matters and on policy setting. We want to be a go-to place for stakeholders, for duty holders seeking support in the health and safety space. One of the key messages things about HASANZ is that we're a truly representative body of the health and safety professions. And you can see that both large and small organisations are represented here today. And it's a lovely bunch of people representing a whole lot of your associations. Importantly, HASANZ gives us a face and a place. It's a visible face for health and safety professions, increasing the recognition of the important role that we play in improving health and safety in the workplaces of New Zealand. The brand stands for competence, collaboration, and commitment to excellence. We heard Gordon speak a little bit about the collaboration and the potential role that HASANZ has to play in that. It's a place for employers, organisations and the government to go to for competent health and safety advice and reliable information. We already have a website, you can see that, it's gone live this morning, www.hasanz.org.nz, easy to remember. And also an email for inquiries, info@hasanz. Please let your colleagues know about this and use those resources. We look forward to working with you and helping make New Zealand workplaces healthier and safer. Thank you very much. I'm going to hand over to another representative, Tony Rigg.
Good morning. First of all, I'd just like to thank Greg Desley for all the phenomenal work he has done since taking over the chairmanship of what was now OSIG. As Susan highlighted, HASAN is a diverse group of organisations that have a shared purpose. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about what we do. Establishing this body of health and safety professionals was one of the key goals of the government Working Safe package and the task force reforms. It is a step change that we need to do inside New Zealand, and it requires a collaborative approach and a drive for effective situations, and like Gordon MacDonald said earlier, emphasising health and safety. Put simply, HASANZ is to promote excellence within the workplace practices. Our aim is to achieve a number of ways. Professional standards. We will support the member organisations in setting their standards to celebrate and recognise health and safety professionals throughout New Zealand. Professional excellence. Promote a robust collaborative situation between the health and safety professionals, because there is a lot of crossover. Industry advocacy. Through our diverse voice, promoting and influencing public policy and also recognising resourcing decisions. Health and safety leadership, engaging with communities, businesses to provide that informed assurance on health and safety. Stakeholder engagement, increasing visibility of a reputation of professional health and safety people out there. HASANZ is setting the standards for the workplace advice and services. One of the key things is promoting that access and that credibility for businesses by creating an online register, so that when they look for a health and safety professional, they know that they are of the standard. So this will help lift the means and the better guidance and support the duty holders. It is our business to make sure that people are confident in the advice and services they are receiving. In short, this means professionalism and professionalism right across the sector. It is in everybody's interest to work together to achieve this. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you also, Suzanne. It now gives me great pleasure to invite George Adams to officially launch HASANZ. George is Chair of the Independent Forestry Safety Review and also Chair of the Occupational Health Advisory Group, OHAG, which is, as far as I'm concerned, the finest acronym ever. Both of which he'll be telling us more about on Friday. He's also a member of the Business Leaders Health and Safety Forum Steering Group. As an independent company director and former managing director of Coca-Cola Amatil New Zealand, George knows the importance of health and safety from a business perspective. So would you please give a warm welcome to George Adams.
I quite like that. No, you can keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be asked to officially launch this grand new venture, the Health and Safety Association of New Zealand. I welcome and support the comments made by the previous speakers. This is actually a remarkable time in New Zealand to be promoting the notion of healthy and safe workplaces. There is a hard-won bow wave of public sentiment and support that will enable us all involved at whatever level, whatever field of health, to take significant steps forward. Our legislation is in the process of being rewritten, and our workplace health and safety regulator, WorkSafe New Zealand, is rapidly establishing itself, as we've heard from Gordon, to deliver on the new legislation. Industry and all those other people out there who now find themselves referred to, perhaps bewilderingly, as a PCBU, are seeing the writing on the wall, and they, well, the smart ones anyway, are reorganising themselves to meet these new demands. It is therefore incumbent on the health and safety industry to reorganise itself to meet the demands and opportunities of this new 21st century health and safety environment. The formation of HASANZ is the step that this industry has needed, and I welcome it. Gordon talked of one of WorkSafe's roles as being engagement, and this new organisation will facilitate engagement with the industry. It will also assist with engagement with the Occupational Health Advisory Group, and we look forward to not only engaging with you, but being engaged by you proactively in future. I have been asked of business's view on HASANZ, and I believe it will be very positive. Business wants clarity on how to deliver against the new accountabilities for workplace health and safety, and that, on occasions where they need external advice, this will entail the ability to identify, select, and to trust a professional or a professional organisation. Having a well-placed, well-known, and effective body such as HASANZ that is set up to do just that will be vital going forward. As a former chairman of one of the country's most effective industry organisations, the New Zealand Food and Grocery Council, I completely understand the need for and the benefits of a united and strong representative body. Its ability to advocate and to engage on industry matters on behalf of members is critical, along with its ability to find, and sometimes when needed, to create consensus. Ultimately, the strength of our organisation, as indeed the strength of this organisation, comes from within. Therefore, I commend you as member organisations for the bold step you have taken to join together and, no doubt, to possibly set aside smaller differences for the sake of the bigger picture. It is worth remembering what Churchill said, that this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. It is merely the end of the beginning. Launching HASANZ is a big achievement, but it is merely the end of the beginning. And I encourage you and your leadership to take heart and go hard at building this new organisation and focus it on delivering value to its members, the industry in general, and the nation's well-being as a whole. Finally, everyone in this room contributes to a healthier and safer New Zealand. It therefore gives me great pleasure to declare the Health and Safety Association of New Zealand open for business. You all share my sincerest wish that all New Zealanders who go to work come home healthy and safe. Thank you.
God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. He's like the son I might have known if God God had granted me a son. The summers die one by one. How soon they fly on and on. And I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He's young, he's only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Peterson. Sean Peterson, another round of applause.